Happy Easter, everyone. It is currently Easter. And how ironic that Easter falls on another subcategory holiday, 420. Wow. What a world we live in. But anyway, I am here to tell you about some of my favorite, fondest, funny Easter memories that I've had growing up. One of the best parts about Easter, especially when you are a kid, is participating in an Easter egg hunt. Now, anyone who has celebrated Easter, I hope that you have had the privilege of participating in an Easter egg hunt. Now, if you don't know this, I do have siblings. I have a brother and a sister, and I want to tell a quick story about hunting for Easter eggs. But yeah, the way we set up the Easter egg hunt was maybe a little bit different to what you guys did. So what we did was each kid got a color. So it was super competitive between at least my brother and my cousin who was a boy. And so let's say I was blue, he was green, he was orange, whatever. If I found one that was their color and it was, it was an okay spot, it was an all right spot, but if I felt like I could make it a little bit more difficult, I would definitely do so. So I was cheating, all right? I was cheating. I used to cheat in the annual Easter egg hunts, or whatever you want to call it. I would cheat. So it was super competitive. And when you're a kid during the Easter egg hunts, it's pretty easy, right? Your mom and dad or someone is just gonna kind of follow you around and show you where they are. But once you get older and you're a little bit more independent, it's pretty fun I think as a parent or as an organizer doing it to make it more difficult. I think parents or people of adult status, I think they get a little bit out of you not being able to find it, or at least making it a challenge. But at the end of the day, it's all fun. But yeah, there was definitely times where me and my cousin were having a competition on who could find it the fastest, all of their eggs. So, for example, let's say I'm blue and my brother is red. Let's say I'm running around outside and I see one under a tree, a red egg, not the egg that I have. I would probably grab the egg, not probably, I definitely did. I grabbed the egg and I smushed it into the dirt where it might be just barely uncovered by dirt. And I would definitely make it harder for them. One thing my brother used to do, because he is a lot taller than I am, is he used to put it up in really, really high areas where I would not be able to get it. If it was, let's say, neck level, he would make sure that I would have to jump for it. But yeah, super competitive. It was always extremely fun with those Easter egg hunts. And yeah, I remember our family would do, let's say you got a specific color, but there would be like one golden egg, and that may have, $1 or $5 or something in that. And it would be in a very, very tricky area. And I remember one year I had found the golden egg. I had found the golden egg. And I opened it up. I opened up the golden egg and I got the precious treasure, which was about $1 or $5. Can't remember, but $1, $5 when you're a kid, you're balling. Like realistically, you're balling. All right. So I got this money, and I remember instead of loudly cheering, I got the golden egg, rubbing it in my cousins' faces, my brothers, my siblings, my family, I was like, you know what? Let me grab the money from the egg and change the hiding spot to be a little more difficult so I could keep up the illusion that there was still the treasured golden egg still out there to be found. So that's what I did. I grabbed the money, I put it in my pocket, shoved it somewhere where no one could find it, and I hid it. And I remember this was outside, and it was sort of near a storm drain. I remember hiding it somewhere attached to the house that we were at. We're all finding the rest of our eggs, and then I hear a yell. I hear a yell. Oh, someone found the golden egg. So let's gather the family. Let's gather the family out. Let's celebrate the good news that not that Jesus Christ has risen, but that someone has found the golden egg. So I believe it was my cousin or it was my sister. I can't remember now. But they opened it, and behold, after opening the golden egg, there was no money. There was no prize. There was no One Piece. There was nothing. So all the joy of being able to be the one who found the golden egg, and then you're stuck with the disappointment, the immediate disgust of how could this happen? I found the golden egg. There's no money. Yeah, there was a lot of controversy among, I think, the parents or those adults involved in the Easter egg hunt being like, oh, I could have sworn that there was the prize in there. I ended up coming clean that night when we left the Easter celebration to my mom, and yeah, I think someone ended up coughing up money to give the second recipient of the golden egg the money. But yeah, I came clean, and I definitely got a talking to. But that's always one thing that comes to mind when it comes to Easter of something that I've always appreciated. But yeah, talking about Easter, the Easter brunch or the Easter dinner. It always depends on what sort of family you are. But yeah, the coveted meal item, at least in our family, was the cheesy potatoes. And here's another quick story. I would say my family's pretty competitive, and there was always a competition, and I don't know why, but there was a competition of who could eat the most cheesy potatoes. And now my cousin, my great friend and cousin, had been the reigning champ cheesy potato eater for many years. And I remember one year I didn't eat breakfast. I didn't eat anything. And I thought, you know what? Let me try and go toe to toe with the cheesy potato eating champion, reigning champion, probably 5-time champion, might I add. And yeah, cheese potatoes, obviously a coveted item. Fantastic, tastes great, so it's pretty easy to put down. But I'm a leaner guy, and the reigning champion, he was bigger than me. I'm not saying fat, I'm saying bigger. He could definitely put it down. Not that I could. But anyway, I remember going pound to pound, plate to plate with the reigning cheesy potato eating champion. And although I did lose, I felt proud. I felt proud about the plates I put down. I felt proud about the carbs and the calories that I put down. And it's always fun. It's always fun to do those silly competitions. I'm going to tell you another story about Easter. I went to a outdoor public Easter egg hunt. And I remember there was a little girl. She was probably the same age as me, but we were all kids. And she was eating dandelions. She was eating the yellow tip dandelions and just eating them.
Oh, yummo. A dandelion. Must be the last one of the season.
And I remember thinking it was pretty strange and telling her, hey, that's a little odd. Why are we doing this? And she informed me, which I found out to be true later, that you can eat not just, certain plants like fruits and vegetables, but you can eat dandelions. And now I wouldn't recommend this to anyone else because a lot of plants, and dandelion is a weed at the end of the day, right? So it could have been sprayed with pesticides. So I really hope that girl that I met that day was not eating pesticide dandelions, but hopefully homegrown, yummy goodness, Easter dessert dandelions. Those are just a few of the things that come to mind in terms of Easter. Yeah, I just wanted to level with you guys. A lot of what I had filmed and prepared for this week fell through, and I've done and accomplished a lot. And by accomplished, I mean I've done things and I've changed my mind on uploading it and creating it for this week's video. So I just wanted to level with you, create something funny, maybe something you could relate in terms of Easter. And I hope you guys all had a great Easter. It's always good to connect with family. And I think it's very important to stay close with those who, turned you into the person you are today. I think it's very important. I think we're going to leave it at that. This will be a pretty quick video. But yeah, guys, I have a lot planned. I'm not slowing down anytime soon. I'm going to continue this update schedule. If you enjoy any of these storytime videos, please let me know. I'm still kind of trying to find my niche, right? I've kind of dove into food reviews. I've dove into experiences that I've never experienced for the first time. So throwing myself into the fire. I've experienced with IRL vlogging, going to different things, rating things. I've experienced with interviews. I've experienced with a couple other different things like that. But yeah, just trying to find my niche. I'm not going to slow down anytime soon. And I have such a passion for, setting a goal. And my goal was to make a video every single week for the year of 2025. And I am going to do that no matter what. And yeah, that's kind of it. And 612 Unscripted, good to see you guys. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. Comment only if you like it. Don't do it if you don't. And if you got some hate comments, I'd love to hear it too. You guys think? But anyway, 612 Unscripted, let's go. Let's go. Like that one guy. I'll put that clip. What does he say?
Hey, how you doing? I'm Phil.
Hey, Phil.
Whoop!
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. 612 Unscripted. Whoop, whoop. Threw that in there. Peace.